Hey, we are in the start or in the heart of spring, and that means spring cleaning season is upon us. With that in mind, we brought in local cleaning expert Alicia Lewis
Mm.
with Together We Thrive. Alicia, thank you for joining us today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Hey, tell us, for people who don't know, a little bit about your business. And, we talked a little bit about the name of your company, Together We Thrive. Tell us what that is, why you came up with that name.
Okay. So it took me a little bit to figure out my name, but basically whenever I decided I wanted to name my business, I really just thought about like why did I create this business to begin with? And the reality is I created this business so I could come into families' homes and just help them. And after thinking about it, that's really where I came up with Together We Thrive. Like whenever I come into your home, together we thrive. I come into your home, I help you out, I help you with your cleaning needs. And then with that, that gives you more time to be able to be more present with your family. So we can the way I look at it is you can either survive and be struggling, or together we can thrive and just make things happen and just live a happier, healthier life.
Right, right. And I like what you said about that before we came on the camera. It's the we is you and them, and
Yeah,
it's not just a cleaning service in your mind. You're coming in to help people to
right,
thrive, and so I
right.
love that about that.
Mhm.
So you are cleaning homes. Who's your typical clientele for that?
So really, I have a variety of clients. I have tons of families that I come into. It may be a single mom, it may be a mom and a dad, and I even clean for single dads. It's really just anybody that it just is living a crazy busy life, and they want to clean home, but they don't have time to do it. So that's whenever I can come in while they're gone, off to work, sports events, whatever they may be doing during the day. I can come in, get their home clean, so that way whenever they come in, that it just brings their stress levels down.
Yeah, yeah, and that's key, right? Now we're probably going to come back to that at the end, but
Mhm,
yeah, it seems like the world is spinning faster and faster, and people are
mhm.
living crazy lives. So I'm sure you've got plenty of folks that you're able to help out
Right.
there. Well, let's dive into some of your top cleaning tips. As someone who does
Okay.
this professionally,
Mhm,
I asked you to come up with 3 tips that would be, the
mhm.
things that most often clients are asking for, or the things that you think are the biggest bang for the buck. So walk us through those.
Yeah, so the biggest cleaning tips I have, I think a lot of that just starts in the master bathroom. I feel like that is people's biggest struggles. They use that bathroom every day, are always in there, and people really have issues with their showers. That's one of the big things that I really see. So, something that a lot of people don't know is the glass on your shower. It gets super nasty. You get hard water buildup, and people can't get it off. And to me, the easiest thing to be able to get that off is just using a straight razor. Like, put vinegar on it, put water on it, whatever you want to do. You can take a straight razor to that. You do not have to scrub. You take a straight razor to that glass, it will not scratch it. Just make sure it's a straight razor.
Yeah,
And you can scrape your shower glass door and it will take that hard water completely off.
yeah.
Like, it'll look new.
Oh,
So that's one thing about the shower. Another cleaning tip I have about the shower is a lot of people have issues with their grout, and people will go in there and they will try to scrub it, and it just don't come out. So there's a product called Wet and Forget. Everybody can use it. You just spray it in your shower. You don't scrub, you do nothing. You just let it set all day. And after about 2 or 3 weeks, if you consistently use it for 2 or 3 weeks, it will literally make your grout look brand new, and you never have to scrub.
oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, I like the sound of that.
So, yes, it's very, very helpful. So that's one thing that I have. Another tip that I have that I think is pretty neat is just taking a duster. If you have like a kind of like one of these, like it's a big long duster, but you can get the long ones.
Mhm.
And for those hard to reach places, like under dressers that set real low to the ground, sometimes your nightstands do, sometimes even your beds, trying to get under those. You can take these dusters and wipe underneath your beds and get a lot of that stuff out of there. And it's something that's super simple and easy. Just being able to get under there and get some of that dust and stuff out that your vacuum may not reach, or even sometimes your mops. So that's another tip that I have. Let's see. Oh, another thing I did want to talk about also is steel wool. A lot of people think you cannot use steel wool for things. Steel wool is amazing. If you get the quadruple zero, you can use that on glass, which is super handy for your glass stoves, even your shower doors. Like if you don't want to use a razor, you can also use steel wool on it, but it's super, super good for all glass, and it will not scratch, and it will like get your stove looking brand new, and your shower doors, whatever you want to use it on whenever it comes to glass. So that's another thing that I really use a lot. Another tip that I have is on your toilets. A lot of people have issues with their toilets, like just getting those rings around your toilets and not being able to get them out. Pumice stone. I don't know if you've ever used pumice stone, but if you get those pumice stone sticks, you can use those in your toilets. Just make sure it's wet and they will not scratch, and it will take it off without hardly any work. So
Yeah.
those are a few tips that I have.
No, that's fantastic. And it's you talked about the master bathroom at my house. I would say it's the spare bathroom. I got kids, so always finding surprise pizza
Yes.
crusts and all kinds of
all the things.
neat surprises. So you talked about some of your favorite tools and favorite cleaning materials. Are there other cleaning supplies that you think would make people's lives easier at home?
I say, let me see here. Another thing that I think that a lot of people have issues with is like their appliances. People have stainless steel appliances and they don't take care of them right. People will use all products on stainless steel, and you should not do that. You can buy specific stainless steel products.
Okay.
And if you use these, they will also keep your smudges and stuff off of them. I mean, yes, you have to continue to use them, but if you use it every 4 or 5 days, then you're not going to see those fingerprints and smudges and things like that on them. But if you use harsh chemicals on your stainless steel appliances, like it's really, really hard to get them to look right again, to get them shining and looking really pretty. And we spend a lot of money on our appliances.
Yeah.
So that is another tip that I have
Sure.
for people to use as well. I think those are kind of my main things. Another thing that I think that people can do as well is, for those hard to reach places where you get dust and things like that, you can take like a Swiffer pad, like one of the dry ones, and put it on your Swiffer, and you can dust. Like in my living room, I have vaulted ceilings, and you can't really reach anything, and they gather dust. And I have skylights also, so you really see it. But putting a duster pad on like a Swiffer where you like really extends it and just wiping it, you'll be surprised how much dust that you can get off of things like that. You can use it for your walls, for your ceilings, just to gather a lot of that dust and get it out of your home. So
well, thank you for those tips, and certainly going to pass those along and maybe use some of those in my home. You talked at the beginning about just kind of taking the stress off. What if, in your opinion and your experience, why is having a clean home so important? What's the feedback that you get from people after their homes are clean?
A lot of people just say that they feel like just this weight has been lifted off their shoulders. Like they come home and it's just like this huge weight's just lifted off of their shoulders, like a lot of stress and a lot of like just even just frees up so much time. I feel like that people have very busy lives, especially if you have kids that are in sports. You have practices and you have meets and you have games and you are just go, 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 go. It's hard to make dinner, let alone get your house clean also. So I think that it just really relieves some stress off of people, off of their lives. So I also say that time is money. So we've only got so much time in a day. And if it's not like your top 5 priorities to clean your own home, then it's okay to hire it out to somebody that can come in and do it for you.
Right. Yeah. And there is that joy, being in real estate, when I have people stage their homes prior to going on the market or prior to showings, there is that, oh, wow, this is a nice home that we have to live in. So it does make a difference when you come into a clean home. So last thing, if people don't want to clean on their own, I mean, you've given us some great tips, but if you have someone that just says, Alicia, I hear what you're saying, I am too busy, time is money. If they want to hire you to do the cleaning for them, what does that look like? Where do they start?
So probably the best way is just to to send me a text message, and then we can kind of discuss things from there. I do, I do a lot of new construction, I do commercial buildings, and I do residential as well. I do right now have a waiting list for my residential, just it's a busy season. I do have openings where I can stick people in and to come in and do it like a one-time deep cleaning for you. But as far as like a continuous maintenance, I do have a waiting list on that. But I would say the best way is just to reach me through my phone number, which is 502-415-2440. You can call me or text me, and I'll get back to you.
Okay, great. Well, we'll include your phone number
Mhm.
in the notes attached with this video. I talked to a guy who delivered flowers once, and I said, what's it like delivering flowers? He said, well, I don't deliver flowers, I deliver smiles all day long.
Right.
And I think that's got to apply to your business too. I've seen
Yeah.
some of your client reviews and some of the pictures that they leave, and
Mhm.
you do take that extra care
Mhm.
as you're cleaning, and I know that your clients love you for it. So
Yeah.
thank you for joining us today, and we'll talk
Yeah.
again soon.
All right. Thank you, Mike.